That's what we've been saying.
Charlie from Fox Generic, US Speed.
So in terms of kind of keeping the mystery, I wanted to set the stage. What causes Nick and Amy's marriage to flounder?
That's an interesting question.
Yeah, you know, I think it is that sense that they have both portrayed themselves as better versions of themselves, sort of aspirational versions, and also playing to what they sense that each other is looking for. And so they've both been con artists to a degree. And you know, when you get several years into a marriage, that mask has started slipping for various reasons, and they're each responding to it in different ways.
I mean, how do you keep up the buoyancy and the effort everybody puts in at the early stage of a relationship? And if you've got someone like Amy with her high expectations, you know, someone lets the ball drop and thinks, okay, well, now at least we know each other, we can relax. She's like, But then, of course, you know, they also, you can get bound up in that and forget that they actually have some of the pressures that, you know, that often eat away at a marriage. Financial pressures, you know, moving to a new place, losing jobs, family health issues, you know.
Yeah.
And how does Amy's relationship with her parents maybe factor into her relationship with Nick?
Factoring her relationship with Nick, well, I mean, Amy was brought up by two parents who were psychologists, which is, I think, probably, you know, maybe make you self-aware or self-conscious in a way that other children might not be, because that's the language, I guess, at home. And also her parents are writers who've created a fictional twin for her. They've created a character called Amazing Amy based on their daughter, kind of who resembles their daughter, but also improves on all the achievements of their real daughter. Excels where their real daughter perhaps gave up. And so I think Amy's had a brand since being a little girl. She's had to perform at these book launches, and she therefore has a mirror held up to herself and probably got some insecurities from that, from not being as perfect as this fictional twin. And that probably goes into how she is as an adult, and therefore into all her relationships.
Yeah.
I think so. And then a question for both of you. Was there something that you learned about storytelling from working with David Fincher?
You probably.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I mean, you know, he was so great. You know, he was a great collaborator as I was getting, you know, working through the screenplay, and was so good about, you know, pushing me. You know, he taught me that every scene can't just do one thing. You know, it's not enough that it's, some clever, bantery dialogue. You know, I say, that's a great scene. You know, he's like, no, it's got to do more than this. It's got to tell us more about the character. It's got to entertain you. There has to be a point to the scene. It has to set a tone. You know, it has to do 8 different things. And he was, you know, I was constantly looking at it through that sort of lens. Like, every scene that gets in his movie has to bear a lot of weight.
It does, and that's what you realise. That's why watching David Fincher films is so rewarding, because you think, my God, there's so much about human character. I'm not just seeing what this guy's doing. I'm seeing sort of so many facets of him in this, you know, in this one scene. It's so complicated, and he works on that painstakingly to make sure every possible layer is explored in any given moment. It's very exciting.
That's great. Those are all of our questions. Thank you guys so much.
That's all, okay.
Oh, thank you.
I was sort of, good, okay, fantastic.
Hey, what's up? Valerie here. Hold on. Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's just Henry Cavill. And did you know that for the role of Superman in the movie Man of Steel, Cavill was on a diet of 5,000 calories while bulking, dropped down to 3,500 to get into suit shape, and then further dropped down to 2,500 for his shirtless scenes. Wow, now that's what I call a committed actor. For all the latest trailers, keep it tuned to our channel, and I'll see you next time.